Hey y'all, it's DJ Kitty.
And Miss Morningstar.
And you are tuned into Our Plugs, a community connection where culture, commerce, and community come together on one powerful platform.
Absolutely. This is a show that connects Black and minority-owned businesses, nonprofit organizations, entrepreneurs, community leaders, and change makers all in one place. We don't just talk, we build, we uplift, and we plug you into the resources that help our community grow.
Yep. From business ownership and financial empowerment to mental health, education, arts, culture, and justice, this is a space where real conversations meet real solutions.
I know that's right. So wherever you're listening, whether it's from home, at work, or on the move, stay locked in because you're officially plugged into Our Plugs, the community connection.
Now let's get into today's show.
I hear you now. I hear you now. Oh, yeah, on TikTok. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. We having a little technical difficulties. Y'all know how that go. Welcome in, Memphis, Tennessee, Holly Springs, Mississippi. Good morning, and welcome to R Plus Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We are happy to have you guys here for this political tea Thursday. We Friday Eve, y'all. We are Friday Eve in effect. I see DJ Kitty is back up. Are you? How you? Let me hear you, sis.
Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you now. Still can't hear you now.
Can't hear. All right.
I can't hear you
I'm
now.
gonna go ahead and drop all the way. I gotta go.
We definitely having a couple issues, but anyhow, I'm gonna keep going as she get her the wires crossings together. I hope everybody is having a phenomenal morning. I hope you guys have woke up. Got you some vitamin D, if that's the natural way. You stepped outside and got some melanin, got the sun going into your melanin, and get you going and get you ready. Had your coffee, also drank your water, 16 ounces. You got to drink that in the morning. Take your vitamins and all of the good stuff that you need in order to be successful for the day as you are riding into or at home, stationary, or doing whatever it is that you do in the morning to start your day. We hope that you guys are feeling great. We have a phenomenal show, of course, today. Today is Political Tea with TheRealDussePapi and DeeJay and Denim IncognitoDenim. So it is going to definitely be a treat. But before we actually get into all the good stuff, we got some good stuff that we got to get into first to get our day going, right? It's called affirmations. Affirmations is ways that we can recharge our mind, reset our thinking pattern, and get into have a more successful day. All right, today's Thursday, so we want to do some midpoints affirmations, kind of midweek, kind of like that. Sometimes we start to get a little lazy. We like motivation. It happens towards the middle of the week because you're ready for the weekend. You are absolutely ready for the weekend. So today, let's go through some affirmations to get your positive Thursdays started. I'll go ahead and start with I got about 20 of them. So we'll get about 20 of them as DJ Kitty gets back up. So let's start. Thursday is my lucky day. It probably is. I hope y'all win some money today and break me off some. Do say pay. I'm just saying. I feel confident today. I am grateful for a new day. I am happy to be here. Thursdays is a good day. I believe in Thursdays. I think this is going to be a great day. I choose to feel good. I am at home in my body. All is well in my world. I am calm, happy, and content. I listen with love to my body messages. I deserve all good things. My mind is full of brilliant ideas. I put my energy into every I put my energy into things that matter to me. I am becoming closer to my true self every day. I am grateful to have people in my life who care for me. I am learning valuable lessons from myself every day. Everything will work out for me. And finally, I am a winner. So, if you're going out today, you played them lucky numbers, or you doing something to achieve a goal, you already won. You already won because you said your affirmation. So you already a winner. So y'all go out and be great. I hope those help brighten up some days. Kitty, are you back with us?
I am. I hope I'm back. Can you hear me now? You still can't hear me. You can hear me, Real? Miss Morningstar, maybe
So
you
I'm
need
going
to
to drop
turn it
down
up.
and I'll
Yeah.
be back.
Oh my goodness. This is crazy. Good morning, everyone. Can you guys hear me? Denim, can you hear me? Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and continue to move forward with the weather. You know, I will say the StreamYard count your days because this is ridiculous. We only have these issues on Thursday. And I think it's because we talk politics. We see you. We see you. I don't want to assume that you voted for the man with the black hands, but the way that things are set up and the way that you keep trying to stop our voice, I'm gonna have to feel like you maybe voted for the man with the black hands. Shame on you. Anyway, good morning, Holly Springs, Mississippi. Good morning, Memphis, Tennessee. We do apologize for the technical difficulties that we have on our Thursday shows. It's simply because we are talking politics. No one can tell me different. We do this show 5 days a week and we never have these issues. All right, let's go ahead and get into some weather. Holly Springs today, you have a high of 96, a low of 76. Feels like 104 degrees during the day, 81 degrees at night with a 4% chance of rain. Winds out of the southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. It's going to be a partly cloudy day and it's going to be hot. Hot, hot. I'm sorry. Humidity will be moderate during the day and high at night. Memphis, Tennessee, today you have a high of 99, a low of 79. Feels like 108 degrees during the day and 86 degrees at night with a 3% chance of rain. Winds are out of the south-southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. It's going to be hot once again. Humidity will be high all day and all night. All right, H-Town, Houston, Texas. Today we have a high of 96, a low of 79. Feels like 106 degrees during the day, 91 at night, with a 10% chance of rain. Winds out of the south at 15 to 25 miles per hour. It's going to be partly cloudy and hot today. The theme of the weather is hot. Plain and simple. It's just going to be hot. Humidity will be high all day and all evening in Houston, H-Town. H-Town stands for hot Houston, okay? So we have both myself and Miss Morningstar back on. I think that our technical difficulties, I hope that they're over with. Miss Morningstar, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Wow.
Thank you for being so patient, our family and friends out there on TikTok, guiding us as we try and navigate through these StreamYard streets because they are tripping. Anywho, anyhow, today is Political Tea with DeeJay, TheRealDussePapi, and IncognitoDenim. It's going to be an interesting show. I didn't have a chance. I've been at the doctor pretty much all day, so I didn't have a chance to pull any stories from Holly Springs, but I do know that Mississippi is dealing with a different scenarios when it comes to from our young brother who lost his life. We've got Ben Crump talking, Al Sharpton talking. I saw Brother Umar talking. Bottom line, we need answers. That's just bottom line. And I think I think that what bothers me most is the people that are getting arrested aren't really the people that should be getting arrested. Well, I won't say that. I will say that the people that are getting arrested are the ones who are trying to come to the family's defense, which I don't understand. I will never understand. I do understand it, but it's not fair. At the end of the day, that's what my focus is on, is getting justice for this young man. He did not deserve to perish like this, and we need answers, plain and simple. Miss Morningstar, can you bless us with some Memphis, Tennessee news, please?
Yeah, I try to make sure I keep with the positive as much as I can. I mean, there's a lot of negativity happening,
Yeah.
especially in our cities, our booming cities. So we just gotta do better so much. But anyhow, just to kind of piggyback off the heat, it's hot, y'all. It is hot in the South, and Laborher, I think it's called Le Bonheur Children's Hospital. I think that's one of you guys. They have a warning out for parents about heat illness, being that the kids are going back to school. They got to wait at these bus stops and things like that. So they put out a heat advisory, a warning for parents that children who may become dehydrated or overheated quickly.
Yes.
Make sure that you are sending them out the door with plenty of water
Yeah.
in their thermos. Dress them in something cool,
And light.
and light in color too, light in color as well.
Yeah, don't send your babies out in black. Let them wear white.
It's hot.
It's too hot. And, typically, the kids wanting to dress a certain way. It's hot outside. And I think that is a really good message, especially for those whose kids will be playing sports during this
I was going to touch on that part.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's saying Dr. Kurt Kink, he's one of the doctors there. He said early signs, if you have a child in sports, they become overheated. The cheeks are real flush, heavy sweating, lethargic. That could be a heat stroke. They could be possibly in the midst of having a heat stroke. So you got to really watch out for things like that. And they just talk in the article, it just talks about fluid, making sure they have plenty of fluid, and basically trying to do indoor activities
versus outdoor.
Versus outdoor.
Unless of course they're going swimming. Other than that, they need to be inside. It is hot.
Like, the smaller kids, usually go out for recess or whatnot. Put them in the gym.
Yeah.
Where the AC
Let me tell you this. Have you noticed how it's hotter now than it was? We didn't have 108, 106, 110 degree feels like temperatures last year. Now, let me say this. Those data centers are pulling. Not only are they pulling on the grid, they're also emitting heat. And so it's heating up the earth. They don't want to tell us, but 1 + 1 = 2. It never equals Kool-Aid. 1 + 1 will never equal Kool-Aid, MAGA. And even, I can't stand Hot Wheels, but Hot Wheels is pushing back now, saying that he wants to put a pause on the data centers in Texas. But here's my thing about that. Sir Hot Wheels, you want to put a pause on it. However, when do you want to unpause it? After the election? Ain't nobody stupid. No one is stupid. And even people, let me read this. Greg Abbott is cracking down on data centers. Some rural Republicans say they still don't trust him. Those are Republicans because they're living it. These data centers are going up in rural areas. Texas is huge, but we have large cities, but we have a lot of rural areas. And that's where they're trying to stick all these data centers. And in doing so, it's dragging down our energy levels on our grid. Our grid is already weak. We couldn't survive a storm. That's when Cancun Cruise left the country and said, oh, y'all are going to fend for yourselves. So imagine what's going to happen if all these data centers pop up. And we already have a strain on our grid. Do your lights flicker, Miss Morningstar? Do your lights go off and on?
They do.
Because mine does.
They do.
And
Our grid here is
our grid is horrible.
It's awful.
Yes, it is. So imagine putting all of that onto our grid, all of those data centers they plan to bring alive in Texas. They only look at the jobs. Who cares? Who cares about the jobs if you can't live?
Right.
What good is it to have a job if you can't live? If there's no water, if the electricity is off in your house? It's hot here. Yep. Look, stop playing with us. Stop playing. Just because you are on a highway to hell doesn't mean that we want to go. And I said that and I meant it. Get it together. Please vote these people out. At the end of the day, this is our lives. It's our lives. Go ahead, Miss Morningstar.
Speaking of voting, Darlene Graham, Lindsey Graham's sister.
Girl, let me get my
I mean, this is a pure sign of you can vote in the potato, okay? Anybody you vote for. If you say the potato is Republican and Trump said do it, they gonna do it. Potato, because Mr. Potato Head, Tim Scott got his big gum teeth looking behind.
Please don't start.
Standing behind us, I'm like, I support her. Yeah. Gummy bear, go sit down. Okay, sit down. We don't care.
Not I support her, sir.
And he'll vote for her again. I mean, what has she done? Who
Nothing.
is she? What is she proven to be able to be in the Senate?
She was Lindsey Graham's big sister. That's all.
Get out of here. So yeah, South Carolina. Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah, so she was endorsed, and of course she went through her primary and she won, I guess, her primary.
Of course.
Yeah, so this should be very interesting as we start to see these clowns fall apart like broken Legos, because it's happening. They're shattering. It's his little sister too. It's not his
big sister, little sister. They're a house full of women. Okay,
it's his girl.
It's his girl. Big sister, little sister. Okay, it doesn't matter. They a house full of girls is all I know. Okay, Lady Lindsay and his little big sister.
Yeah.
Anywho,
so anybody can be in the Senate. Okay.
Anybody.
Anybody.
Look, my lip gloss. You can vote for my lip gloss. If Trump says vote for it, vote for it. These people crazy. Let's take a quick commercial break, Miss Morningstar, and go ahead and bring up our team. Hopefully, I'm gonna speak positivity, even though Real already started with me. I'm gonna speak positivity.
And let me just make a quick comment to Erica, because I see you're in the YouTube and you're typing a whole lot. Welcome to our show. We're actually recording for a radio show and you're here. So welcome to the show. That's why we can't just answer you in the middle of us talking to our audience, but you're more than welcome to stay and participate. So
yes, I am. All right, so let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We'll be right back after this break.
What's up, everybody? Scott Cologne, District Attorney and candidate for the United States Senate for the great state of Mississippi. I had a great time talking about my campaign with the crew at the Community Connection morning radio show. I'm running because Mississippi matters. Our families are paying more for less, and our rural hospitals are under serious threat. I spent my career fighting for my community, and I'll bring that same fight to Washington. Folks in the Holly Springs area and the worldwide should check out our convo and visit cologneforsenate.com because Mississippi matters.
Hello, everybody. My name is Monica Meeks. I'm a wife, a mom, and a soldier for life. And I'm running for the 19th Judicial District Circuit Court Clerk for Montgomery and Robertson County in Tennessee. I am so grateful for Our Plug LLC for giving me an opportunity to share my platform and explain why I'm running for office. Early voting is July 17th through August 1st with the final day of voting on August 6, 2026. I'm an independent candidate, and I...
Boss fashion is finally here at Morningstar Boutique by Tam. From soft, cozy sweaters to stylish cardigans, whether you're heading to work, brunch, or date night, we have the perfect look waiting for you. Check us out at ourplugs.com for your style needs, where style meets confidence.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mara Keller, retired Army Lieutenant Colonel and candidate for Congress in Georgia's 3rd District. Now, I'm running because too many decisions in Washington are being made without listening to the people that they affect, whether it's public safety, veterans care, education, or protecting our constitutional rights. These aren't partisan issues. If you believe our government should work for everyday Americans and not special interests, I invite you to stand with us. Your donations help keep this grassroots campaign people-powered. Every donation fuels our voter outreach, ads, and our shared fight for a better Georgia. Visit marakeller.com to donate today. Let's finally serve the people who send us to Washington. And a huge thanks to DeeJay Kitty Cat 50 for the energy and the spotlight. Let's keep pushing.
Remember, Iran doesn't have a choice in a lot of this because we destroyed so much. And I'll give you a quick math equation. Okay, maybe they do end up getting $20 billion, let's say. Let's say we're still $300 to $500 billion ahead, considering we destroyed their Navy, destroyed their Air Force, destroyed all those nuclear facilities I already spoke about, their steel manufacturing, their drone manufacturing, and so many other things. We destroyed all that and closed their ports. We're pretty far ahead.
So we destroyed everything, and we're going to pay them to rebuild it all, pay them to open the strait that was already open for free. And at the same time, people here in the district can't afford to eat, can't afford their health care, and can't afford rent. Got it. If that don't make sense to you either, please consider supporting my campaign. Go to BernardTaylorForCongress.com. Let's bring some change here to Florida.
And we are back. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7, The Change. Like I said, today is Political Tea with DeeJay, TheRealDussePapi, and IncognitoDenim. And I want to go ahead and bring them on up, sis, because we've got some stuff to talk about from
we do.
Boy running and hiding and to
all kind of crazy.
All kinds of crazy.
All kind of foolishness.
That's all I know. Foolishness. Can everybody hear us is the question. Real, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay. We rocking and rolling.
All right, Denim, can you hear us?
Loud and clear.
All right. Thank you, StreamYard. Let's keep it going.
Good morning, y'all.
Good morning, Political Tea.
Good morning, everyone.
I'm only talking to DeeJay and Denim today. I'm not talking to the real Papi.
Hey, good morning, Holly Springs, Memphis, H-Town. Everybody who listening, I'm still working on getting that press pass.
If you talk about that press pass one more doggone time, I promise you.
It's on this
I'm coming to North Carolina, okay? And I'm coming to kick the door in. All right, I'm gonna hand deliver this press pass to you.
Oh my goodness.
Welcome in. Welcome. It's good to see you guys. Today's Political Tea, and like I said, we do have a lot to talk about. That being said, can we please start on how Frumpy hid to get back home when he was in Turkey? Please, can we please talk about that?
That's my favorite part.
Can we start on a good note? Please, go ahead, DeeJay.
And you know how he did it? Because I was like, I wonder how he did that. Okay, so first of all, let's just bring everything to the forefront. He was in Turkey, time to leave. He's already nervous as I don't know what, because, Iran has made their threats very clear to the entire globe. So anybody needing a little change, he's afraid it's going to come for him. But nevertheless, they decide to do a switcheroo in Turkey, and they got caught. All right. According to Real, they've done it before. We've never caught them. But I'll let him tell that story. So they
Well,
got caught. And I thought, how did they do it? And what they did was the airplane has this catering service that drops the food off, opens up a service door. They load up a trailer and back it into the plane, unload it, and that's how they get the food on there. Well, I don't know if they unloaded anything that day, but they definitely loaded a few things. And so he
Oh,
was one of them. And then the lady that they call his super chick, what's her name? Anybody know it by heart?
I don't. The human
Not by
typewriter.
heart. Right. The human typewriter, whoever she is, it's irrelevant. So I didn't bother to learn her name. She's irrelevant. But anyway, she was on there, and then it was a third person I think that was on there as well. Only the people that he truly trusts. Because remember, criminals do not trust, and there are a bunch of them sitting there together. They're looking at each other cockeyed. They don't
Well,
trust one another. But
DJ,
anyway.
he
His
got the
scary
really.
tail got on that thing. They put him in the back. They probably lured him in with a McDonald's burger or something.
Baby, you know
DJ,
they had a Big Mac and a Diet Coke waiting on them.
Right. He
Tab.
really got to trust that human typewriter chick. She's changing the man's diapers.
Ugh.
Mm.
Anyway, I don't want to think about that, but I do have this. So you said they were looking cockeyed. Was Cash Patel there? Because that's, he's cocked like a pistol.
No, he's in either way. He's in Russia or Germany. Where is he?
Oh, okay.
Russia.
Russia.
Straight.
Yeah, he might be in Turkey and Russia. The way his eyes
Might be.
He
Cross
might be.
over.
Look, he might get hit with that Lindsey Graham, get that poke in the arm, and it don't take effect till you get back home. I don't know where he is.
Better leave them folks alone.
No, keep messing with him. Keep messing with him. So what?
Cash Patel, he can stand at the North Pole and see the whole world. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Real. So you know of another story where he snuck on a plane and it was a covert operation. State Woke said the Secret Service made that call to protect the president.
Right.
Secret Service, stand down, damn it. I mean, doggone it.
So it wasn't so much that it was covert, but when he left that NATO summit, he did the same thing because he was scared. He felt threatened. He let Qatari Force One fly without him.
Mm-hmm.
And
but I thought he was a strong man. I thought he was
that's what they keep saying. I asked about that on my live on our live last night, and I just couldn't get any answers from people on the right.
But he had reporters, had some people from his administration on that plane. He got on the plane, walked through, everybody saw him, and then snuck off that plane. He didn't give a damn about their welfare and what would have happened to them. Right. And I want to know, I just want to ask them, how do you feel knowing you're that expendable?
Yeah.
Because,
right.
Of course.
I mean, they say they made all these people on this plane close their shades while this whole operation went down. See, that right there in itself would have told me something ain't right. My spidey senses are tingling. Y'all can go ahead and just, I don't care what you do. Let me off of here, and I'm going to call my parent company and tell them they need to fly me on.
The way I would say, hold up, let me off, open the door.
It wasn't any real colored folks on that plane.
Why we gotta
know how we do?
Hey, why? Let me off. Let me off right now. I will catch
I'll be like, where you going?
And look, my little shade would have had a crack at the bottom.
Right.
I would have with my phone up.
I'd be like, oh no, he ain't.
But the fact that he did not care anything about them. He felt threatened, but not threatened enough to tell them that he felt that threat. Well, he was going to let them go ahead. So if they'd have got boomed, he would have said, well, at least I wasn't on the plane.
Lone survivor.
Just like a coward, he throw rocks and go hide.
I wonder
what he do.
But this is the same guy that says he's going to obliterate Iran. Tough talk.
Obliterate diaper. That's about it.
But when Iran starts putting plans together, oh, he's sneaking it. Hey, make sure they don't see me. Like you creeping and sneaking, like the bully waiting to steal your lunch money. So you trying to go around and duck and hide.
Nah.
Hey, come on, dude. You supposed to be that guy.
Come to the front of the room, sir. Did y'all hear about the air traffic controllers?
Yeah. We heard about that when they first talked about doing that.
You brought it to us when they first talked about it, but they actually wouldn't hire these people. So we gotta catch
the gamers, right?
The videographer, the gamers.
The gamers. I read that this morning. I said, huh? Is it 200 or 2,000?
2,000, I believe. But my thing is, I have to catch a flight to DC. I don't need somebody that my grandbaby is playing Call of Duty with directing the plane that I gotta catch.
So listen, this is what you do. Just send us all the information and the plans for everything we got going on from the 16th to the 20th.
Real got jokes. He got jokes.
It's wild. It is wild. And then in that same article, we learned about the deal that went through with the Lakers and somebody.
I was hurt with that.
Yeah.
Me too. Hurt.
Somebody's brother in the Lakers. So I'm like, y'all colonizing this? What?
I wonder how that's going to fold over for a lot of the fans, because a lot of the fans are not going to feel that way. They're definitely I think they're going to push back on that. They're going to hold some diehard Laker fans down, but there's going to be a lot of people that walk away from that.
They're going to lose some money. They're going to lose some money.
As they should.
Speaking of losing money, DeeJay, can you tell us why Walmart is about to lose some money?
Why not? So you guys, I don't know if you guys know this particular creator. His name is it Damien? I think it's Damien. All right. So Damien goes around in different Walmarts, find people that are shopping and actually pay for what they have. Not only that, he'll ask them, is there anything else you want to get? And he pays for it for them. Well, I mean, he's been a creator that has millions of followers. I want to say like 7 million followers, but so this is what he does. Well, recently, Walmart has decided they don't want Damien in their stores. All right. First of all, they called him in one of the stores and told him he had to leave, even after the manager said it was fine that he stayed. All right. They were like, no, you got to go. And so while he's driving down the highway, he's pulled over by a cop who tells him that he has been banned permanently from any Walmart and they named Sam's Club. What's the third one? Murphy Gas.
Why?
Permanently banned indefinitely.
Why?
For life.
Anywhere in the world, any of these places, anywhere in the world.
Why? He's helping people.
But it makes more sense when we went through that phase where people were standing in line for food. There was 2 different occasions that I found that people were out there with cooked food feeding these people. All right, one black guy, one white guy. Color doesn't matter. Feeding these people. In both of those situations, the cops told them it was illegal to feed the people, and they had to pay.
In Texas, they just passed that law maybe about right when COVID started. They passed a law that you could not feed the homeless. You could not.
That's crazy. But you can feed a dog.
Yeah.
You can feed a cat, but you can't feed a human.
Homeless people.
You can't. So what this man was doing, I guess he was giving people relief, and they don't want people to have it, as far as I'm concerned, because this is what he's done. So what's going on now? A lot of this super huge creators, Jolly, Tizzy, your boy, the army guy, a lot of super huge creators have decided to come out and push the narrative of they ban him, so we ban them. And I don't have a problem with that.
Walmart in years, and I never will go back.
Well, they're going to learn the hard way because they keep playing with us. So it's up to us to show them who truly has the power in
It's a
this
target,
message.
so hey.
Yeah. Some people are saying he was causing a scene in Walmart. He's not
Never.
They want to say he's causing a scene. He's helping people.
Yeah.
Of course they're going to say he's causing a scene.
The scene is making them look bad. You know what I'm saying? Because he's in there, he has to assist people. Although Walmart is supposed to be known for their low prices, but the prices ain't too low, and people still struggling. So
but who gets mad at someone for feeding someone, for helping someone? This administration, all right, for feeding someone or for helping someone. So we got to all stand behind this, and just like we did with the late night guy, the way we do Targets too, and the way we did with this late night guy. We're going to start pushing back. They think that they could feed us anything and we continue to pay them. We've got to show them that that's not true.
What were you saying, Denim?
It was not only that with Walmart. I came across an article stating that Walmart is now officially eliminating their DEI initiatives. They're eliminating their DEI and LGBTQ initiatives. They had started a DEI center. I think it was worth almost $1 billion center that went live last year. They're shutting it down. I don't know if they're getting a push from this administration, but they're doubling down on what Trump wants. So I don't know if they
did them.
Yeah,
they were getting pressured by the people on the right-leaning people wanted this shut down. They were talking about boycotting Walmart themselves. So Walmart came.
Okay, so Walmart thinks the idiots are the majority of their consumers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Got to.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, they must think that the majority of their consumers are MAGA and dumb enough to fall for their crazy. Man, if y'all don't look, go somewhere else. Get somebody else to do it. Walmart, Target, no. If you are not respected, do not spend your money. That's the only thing these people understand is money. Stop giving them your money. Plain and simple.
Costco, Aldi's, and a farmer's market, folks.
Yeah. Costco's, Aldi, and farmer's market. Absolutely correct, Denim. Because no, I can't respect you. I can't. If you can't respect me, I can't pay you to continue to disrespect me. I'm not going to make you a billionaire and let you disrespect me. Y'all can go sit down somewhere. Go sit down, as Miss Morningstar would say. Go sit down.
That part.
But DeeJay and Denim, what she just said, that goes back to that video we watched yesterday.
Which one?
With the lady who was talking about black people knowing who you are.
Yeah. And I keep...
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I keep seeing those type of videos from all different walks of life from all over the world. So I think that what she said was important. But go ahead, Rhea.
So, and Kitty and Mona started to add context. There was a video I saw. It was a white lady. She was talking about, black people waking up and realizing who they are, and she can't wait for this to happen. And once this happens, we stop doing. We have the power to stop everything that's going on right now. Once we wake up, so I think that's part of it.
I agree.
Keeping our money in our pocket.
Okay, because the caveat to that would be like, I get what she's saying, but I mean, why we got to keep saving the world? You feel me?
Because that's who we are.
But they don't even want to give us, I mean,
they didn't want Jesus, but he came anyway.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? We can't let them take us out of the characters of who we were born to be.
They waiting on
we are the leaders. We need to understand that. Now, do they respect us as leaders? Maybe not. But it doesn't change who we are.
We born this way. I already accepted it a long time ago. I know who I am. I know the power we hold.
Okay.
But
And
you
we
know
see
what?
it all the time.
Morningstar, they just happen to be victims of circumstance. In the process of us saving ourselves and wanting more and better for ourselves, they usually tend to
Benefit.
gain from that.
They always do.
Yeah.
Just like civil rights and just like, I mean, everything. We are the catalyst to move things forward. It's not going to move until we move it, until we put our stamp of approval and push it through. It does not. Think about it like this, and we got to go to a commercial break, but look at how society, when rap first came on the scene, oh, even the churches were like, oh, it's secular music. Oh, we don't want to. No. Then once they saw that it was popular and it continued to grow, just like rock and roll, we made rock and roll. It continued to grow. And it continued to grow because we made it, and they copy everything that we do. When you don't have a foundation, you will latch onto any and everything. We are the foundation.
Right. Nate, we can't name one thing that they did not copy from us. Not one.
Not one.
Not one. There was even a time, they like to say, oh, the hair of the woman and the kinkiness. But it was even then the hair with its kinky curls was considered an aphrodisiac to some men of the white nature. And there was a time, a period of life where we had to wear the turbans because they didn't want us to have the hair. Everything, the lips, they want our tan, they want our behinds, they want our tatas, name our music, all right, our lingo, everything. And then
but
once
when you
say
don't
we're
have
trying to
a
be like them.
foundation,
No.
sis, if you don't have a foundation, you tend to latch on to anything that you can. And our country is a trendy country. We are trendy. So we are, unfortunately, followers, and they are following us. However, those who are in power are so upset because they're playing, because 2025 didn't just come up a few years ago. Their plan to reverse Jim Crow did not happen as they wanted it to happen. We got to take a quick commercial break. Real, we're coming right back to you. Let's see you shaking your head no. And I need to understand what that no is about. Are we not the foundation?
No, that's not what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
We are the foundation, but DeeJay said there's name one thing that they didn't copy from us, and they didn't pick up on when the Moors told them to wash their legs. That's all I was saying.
We are going to break.
They forgot about that part. They forgot.
And they're back.
They thought the soap was running down.
We going to break. You know what? You are listening to Our Plugs with Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break. Stay tuned.
Mommy-daughter duo, Counselor Nikki and Addie, want to welcome you to the Sparkleverse, where every child has a light that is uniquely their own. Through heartwarming adventures like in Addison's Sparkle, unforgettable characters and everyday moments like in Kai Finds a Spark, children learn bravery, resilience, and the power of believing in themselves. Find us at CompassionCreationsPress.com and at OurPlugs.com. Hope we help you find your sparkle.
Welcome to a world that sparkles. You have found your one-stop shop. Sparkle Kicks has everything to outfit you from head to toe. Well, not everything, but close. From crochet hats, to sassy tees, to our custom blinged-out Crocs and sneakers, we have it all. You can even customize your home with our resin art. Whether it's a custom set of coasters or K-cup holder, handmade dominoes, or your kid's very own custom tic-tac-toe board, we are here for you. We are located on Etsy, Our Plugs LLC, and the TikTok shop.
Hello, my name is Zeva Carter, the founder of our nonprofit, Carter's Caring Hands. And what Carter Caring Hands does, we help families keep food on their tables here in the Michigan area. If you'd like to support us, go to CartersCaringHands.com or Our Plugs, OurPlugs.com. Donate whatever you can, because every penny counts. every dollar folds, and together, you and I can uphold the dignity in the communities we serve. Thank you.
Come sip the hottest cup in politics. Welcome to Political Tea with DeeJay and DeeJay, where the tea is always fresh, the opinions are bold, and the conversations are too hot to handle. Catch us Monday through Saturday from 7:30 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. And don't miss our special guest appearances on our Plugs LLC, streaming live on WKRA 92.7 The Change.
Political Tea with DeeJay and DeeJay. Come get it while it's hot. Catch us on our Plugs at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on WKRA 92.7 The Change.
Cheers!
And we are back. You're listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7, The Change. Today we have our political commentators. We've got DeeJay, we've got TheRealDussePapi, and of course, IncognitoDenim. We left off with Real reminding folks to wash their legs. Do we want to pick back up there?
No.
Okay, all right. Thank you, sis. Thank
Denim was trying to say something too. Let's get real.
I was
gonna say, but we moved so far past it that I forgot. We were talking about, I don't know, I guess I'm a little more negative in this situation. I know who we are, right? But I kind of resent the fact that there's literally an expectation for us to fix what was created by someone else.
Yeah,
that irks me to my core, and it relieves them of any culpability, any acknowledgement, any accountability, and I just hate that part of the message.
Yeah, well, I don't think that it's something for us to fix. I think that something is going to be something for us to lead in, and even with that leadership does not mean we have to be front line. We can show them they're trying to learn, they're trying to figure it out. So let them be. And we've allowed them to be on the front line for almost 2 years now.
Pray a little hard.
Almost 2 years now. But we can't forget the fact that we are the cure. It's who we are, who we were created to be. Now, we could be malicious, but that would be picking up some of their traits. I'm not saying go love on them.
But I need more work because I feel like I'm divided with that. You know, like I understand that we got allies, we have the supporters, we and I rock with them on the strong side, on the heavy side. But then again, it's the ones that I want to learn. You gotta show me I'm not strong enough.
I'm with you, Miss Morningstar.
And, I get tired of hearing that.
So do we allow everything to collapse because we don't want to help them again?
No.
Right. So why not?
I'm not a leader. I mean, what I do within my personal profession, I'm a leader, and I have people who drag. So I have to adjust some things to help them.
Correct.
To guide them, but that at some point, I can't keep adjusting because you're not getting it. We got some people who just don't get it. You feel me? Like you can adjust for them and show them the way, put it in black and white right in their face, and they still be like, "Well, I just want to learn." What's your learning curve? I mean, we all got different learning curves.
Right.
Free.
I'm gonna do it. How long I'm gonna do this?
Morningstar. That's why when the 92% said we're gonna sit down, and I was with that because let's just call a thing a thing. 4 years, they've had to stand up on the front line for 2 years. We've been on the front line since we came to this raggedy country. So why all of a sudden? I mean.
Well, get ready.
A little bubble.
Because
I understand what you're saying, DeeJay. I understand, but I want them to understand why.
You can't ask them to be who they're not. We can say that we know that we are the leaders. But then we're asking them to lead. We can't ask them to be who they're not. Now, what we can do and what we have been doing is reminding them who has the true powers by not getting involved. All right. But somewhere along the line, for it to pull itself out of this the hole that it's in, it's always been us. It's going to take us somewhere along the line. And this is my true belief that in 2028, what we'll see as far as the election go is something that we haven't seen before. The country's ready for something different. We're not going to see the typical white man. We're not, because we've given him that repeatedly, and he's destroyed it repeatedly, and now destroyed it to a level that we can't even, unbelievable level at this point. I truly believe that in 2028, we're going to see us again, whether it be brown or black. We're going to see us again, because it's going to take us to fix this. It's nobody else is going to be able to do it. No one else.
I believe it's going to go back. I really do, from where it started, which was us from the beginning. Right. I believe at some point, I might not be here to see it, but I believe at some point, it's going to, just things always come back around in full circle, but it's just, I gotta work on that, because right now I'm with Denim.
I'm with Denim as well.
So listen, I get it.
I would like to be with DeeJay, but I'm not there
in
yet.
In time. Right. You'll see it in time. You won't have a choice but to see it in time, because you'll see our growth, you'll see our aura, and you'll see once again it's us, and you'll see it. But we can't let them go back to the bull stuff that they did before. Yeah.
Right. So it goes back down. It goes back to what I said earlier. And hey, everybody benefits off of our struggle. But at the same time, Miss Morningstar, Mr. Denim, the 92%, as much as I would love for y'all to get some rest, you can't. Listen.
We can go.
Hold on.
Technically, we ain't been resting though. Look what we doing. I always believe there's different channels, different tunnels, different missions for everybody. Right. It don't mean we got to be out in the street. Our mission has been, our mission in this 92 circle has been in this community trying to push this narrative.
Absolutely. So now what I'm saying is, I appreciate the whole lot of you, the 92%. Anything that we have fought for in this country, it was led by or started off by the Black woman. The men follow on. We stand shoulders lock, in lockstep, lock arms. But it is you that have said repeatedly, enough is enough. And some fed up sister said that, hey, that's it. I'm not getting up. I've been working all day. My feet tired. I'm not going to no back of no bus. So it is that those are things that it's come down to. But you are the leaders. And I don't know. I think we talked about this before with Russell Vaught and his college education, and how he had a minor in African American studies, and he figured out that when a Black woman is in charge of the family, everybody tends to follow her lead, including the men. So this, I don't know why it's like that, but it is.
Well, the man is the king of the castle, but the castle is ran by the queen.
The queen
always have been.
Right.
Because we're the foundation of that castle. We keep everybody together. We keep the mold together.
Look, Denim has that look like, I don't want to hear that bull.
No, I'm just saying historically, if we go all the way back historically, rulers of the world have been queens and not kings, especially in Afrocentric land. Yes. So it's hereditary. It's the DNA. It is the Black woman's nature.
And we're tired. We are. But we know it won't get fixed unless we do. So whatever I'm willing to fix, I'm willing to fix for the future.
I
Okay,
agree with that,
forget these
DeeJay.
clowns.
I agree with that. My thing is, because of what we are seeing now, and I've taken a break. I'm still on my fast from social media. I got too much going on in my personal life to really, outside of what we do, I can't digest it right now because I've got a lot on my plate, and I know me, I've got boundaries.
Right.
But from what I am seeing, I see some, but I don't have faith in white America. I do not. I have several people that I know that there are allies. I can name them. However, history has shown us that when it comes down to voting for their best interest versus voting to oppress others, they choose to vote to oppress.
To oppress others. And
they tend to vote to oppress others instead of helping themselves. You know,
well,
even their own detriment. They would prefer to go hungry so that my family can starve, not knowing that we're growers and we know how to grow our own food.
But that right, because you know how to grow, you know how to survive because of your faith in your faith. And whatever it is that you believe in. You're looking for faith in something that you shouldn't even be looking for faith in. You got to look for faith within the Father or your creator or however you choose.
No, I'm not talking about, I don't have,
because I don't have faith in them.
Decision when it comes to helping themselves. I don't know. I'm talking about, I don't have faith that they will choose to help themselves. I pray that they do, because it's the majority of them are affected, not us.
And that's why standing back this time was a good thing, because now they're forced to try to help themselves. But
Right.
and them making that attempt, they're finding out that, well, they can't really do it without
I guess
us.
you gotta show me. You gotta show
Right.
me.
I can't.
I see
think
it all
of
the
a
time.
I can't think of a time where they have showed us. Listen,
That's
this country, the country that we live in right now, hey, you know, it wasn't because of their hard work and their leadership. It was because they wanted somebody else to do it, and they reaped the rewards. But it has been like that since this country's inception, and even before this country became a country. So, I mean,
so
go ahead, Dan.
I'm not going to say that I have faith in a person, but I have an expectation for them to know what their war is in this communal fight that we all have to partake in, right? So, and we know it's compartmentalized. We know there's an air of racism, and then there's that air of classism, and then there's that political realm that needs to be tamed and brought back to heel for the people. And I think one of the things that confuses me the most is for that woman to give that speech and tell us to wake up, and we've already been woken up. My thing is, do you have a role in this fight? Because your community has a role in this fight, and they should feel like and want to attack the racism aspect of this.
They are. Why
okay.
are we not acknowledging the fact that they're doing that?
But
It's almost as if they do it, it's not enough.
I think it's
I'm confused. I'm confused.
Anecdotal though, DJ, because there are some that there's a lot that are doing it, but just think about the overall.
Right. How much the white population makes up how much of the United States? 66, 67%. Right. I have an expectation for more than 0.5% to be out in the streets upset about what's going on and all of that. In order for me to have an expectation of them, then out of that 67%, let's say let 30% of the white population be out in the streets.
But only 30% of the white population even vote out of that 67%. So the other 37% is walking around not really knowing anything about politics or not even being involved. So I you know what I'm saying? They're all not, just like all of us aren't aware of what's going on politically. A lot of them aren't as well. But the ones that are waking up to this awareness are speaking up. They're not just saying, well, you know what, I only have like 3 million followers, so out of 350 million, I'm not going to reach it. They're not doing
But
that.
the
They're
whole,
speaking up. Somewhere along the line, what we have to do is to take that piece of division, that history that they've always had towards us, and now that they're making an attempt to change that, we got to meet them part way. I'm not
no,
saying go all the way across, but we can't ignore the fact that they're doing it, because if we continue to do that, then what good is them doing it if we're not going to recognize it?
if you count like 0.5% of the white community doing that, and that's good enough for you, then that's on you.
It's not a matter
Okay,
of it being
that's
good enough.
that's
It's got to be a
yes.
matter of it being reality.
No,
It's the
okay, so
reality of
that's
it
the
all.
reality. That's the
60% of them do not vote.
okay, but and that's the other thing. You do not have to know about politics to know what is happening, that you can't buy eggs, that you can't
afford
get
an
gas.
apartment.
These are kitchen table
Real life.
issues. This is not even politics
Exactly.
at this point. So
Exactly.
they should be up in arms on that alone.
And
You
they
don't have to
are.
be into politics
I
about
will
it.
You know
say
what?
that
And
They're
they
not
are.
enough. They're not in enough numbers.
How do
And
you
that's the point I'm trying to make.
know? How do
Because
you
I
know?
just said so. They're
Why
not.
why does the glass have to constantly be half empty? Why can't
It's
it be
called
half full?
reality. Isn't
Why
that what you
can't we
just
talk
said?
because
about the fact that even though we don't know how many of them have woken up and have really come to the side and saying, guys, this is what's been going on. We've been fooled. We've been hoodwinked. We should have woke up a long time ago. And don't tell me that doesn't happen. I've asked a few of my white friends, and there were things that they really didn't know. And their thing is, why do you tell us? And I'm like, that's what the news and everybody is trying to tell you, but they didn't catch
But
it.
think about that small little bundle that you just talking about, though. You talking about the people you know. It like we said, we thinking on a worldwide basis.
Listen, what
And
I
I feel
said
like
just
this.
was
Hold
to
on, DJ. Let me
indicate
just
that
say
it's
this.
possible.
DJ.
Let me say this. Let me just say this real quick. I believe in giving people the benefit of the doubt. I believe that there are millions of people who just really walked around here blind, even though they knew something wasn't right. They didn't care enough to do nothing about it. Now that they're doing something about it, I don't feel like you need my validation or my encourage, like you need me to say, oh, you're doing a good job.
They don't need that.
I'm glad you're doing it. I need you to continue to do it. I will
What they
root you
don't,
on, but
what
I
they
don't feel like you have to
listen, what
need
they
that
don't need
validation.
is them trying and us constantly saying it's not enough, it's not enough, it's not enough. Now let me say this, okay? Because we do it
I don't
too.
go around saying that.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about everybody. Okay, we do it too. We've allowed them to tell us that they got white privilege, and we walk around saying that crap like that crap is real. We walk around saying that crap like that crap is real. We do it too. So stop
So
playing. We
You
gotta
don't think
stop
white
doing
privilege
those
is
type of
real?
things. We've got to stop. Those type of things cannot live without our validation. If
You
we
don't
ignore
think?
it and
Hold
don't
on, hold
acknowledge
on,
it, it
hold
can,
on.
it will die it will die on the floor.
DJ, you don't
What?
think that white privilege is real?
Child, please don't play with me. Hell no. Heck no. No.
Okay, so here's a
No.
scenario.
Okay.
Here's a scenario. In Texas, you have a person
here
who
we
goes
go.
on trial. What happened?
I'm laughing at really.
It's about to go down. Go ahead.
You have a person who goes
No,
on
this is
trial.
good conversation. I know our listening audience appreciate
It is a good
Come
conversation.
on.
You have a person who goes on trial. One is black, one is white. One goes on trial for stealing Legos. Black young man.
Sure did.
He gets 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
You got a white man who goes on trial for the same offense, and he gets probation.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
Racism. And that's what we need to start recognizing. That bull is
but
no. That bull is 1,000,000,000% racism. If we acknowledge that as a privilege of theirs, who gains from that? Nobody gains from that but them. Why would we give them that? I don't get it.
We're not giving them
You
anything.
are giving it to them because you're acknowledging it. Anytime
We're
you
not
acknowledge it.
giving it to them.
Yes, you are.
We're saying that because you are white, you got a privilege that I did not get because I am black.
That's racism.
You were privileged.
No, and
that's racism. That's not privilege. That's racism. So they have the privilege to be racist. That's what you're telling me.
It is a privilege created within a system.
That's true. A racist system.
Whiteness.
A racist system.
And a system that further perpetuate whiteness and benefit
a
system.
racist
Now, we can talk about the inequities in the judicial system. We can talk about the inequities in maternal deaths amongst Black women in hospitals.
Right. Racism.
You can call it racism.
That's what it is.
What do you think white privilege is?
With denim, I want to say this.
I don't know. If it's racism, that's fine. But we don't need to be walking around mad about it.
A black DJ. Me being I'm brown skinned, okay, but I'm a black woman. Somebody who is black, a black person who came from two black, black mother and a black father. You know, we can make any kind of baby, right? So the race they can present as maybe a white person, a white tea person, even though they're black, they can present. They would have certain privileges. Think about it. As we grew up back in the 80s, not the light skin thing, all of that. Privileges were given more to certain people who looked of a certain caliber because of the race. Because race is a color, okay?
Because of the racism.
It's the racism, but it was still a privilege.
That's all I want you to understand.
It was still a privilege.
That's all. You can call it what you want to. I'm not going to call it a privilege because they'll never be privileged over me. Never. Ever. Ever.
I feel
but
like they will
at the
not
end
never be privileged over you. I get that. However, it's the racism. It's racism. I agree with you. It is definitely racism, and they get privileged due to that racism. I understand that you don't want to call it white privilege.
No.
I understand that you don't want to call it a privilege. But at the end of the day, when a white man can walk out of a courtroom with probation and a black man has to turn around and put his hands behind his back and go sit down for 20 years, whether it's racism or white privilege, it's systematic and it's happening daily. And I understand that we want, I understand that we want our white brethren to take a look, a deep dive, and step up and do their part. But I also understand Denim's part when he says for a woman to come on and say black people need to wake up. We've never been asleep. We have.
But we have. The fact that we're arguing.
Hold on. We've never been asleep. We've never been granted the privilege to sleep, because I don't know any black person who hasn't had to work their behinds off in order to live in this raggedy country.
That's a fact.
So,
I don't care who you are.
Guys, we can go back. We can go back and forth about this all day. So now, before this show ends, I have to ask the question. So now we see that there are white people who are speaking out against what's going on. But how does this work? Or how can we fully trust them when they're saying, they're advocating, this is not a thing for you to...
More of them need to stand up.
Hold on. They're advocating, but at the same time, every week, we hear about a child hanging in Mississippi.
It wasn't them that did it, though. Are we gonna blame all of them for what those people did?
You're not gonna blame
I didn't say I was blaming them.
Okay, then, but you're doing a comparison like they're responsible.
No. I'm asking, how can you fully trust them if they're telling you we're on your side, we got your back, but yet we keep seeing these kids hanging all over the place? I'm not saying don't trust them. I'm not saying trust them. I'm saying, what do we do in this situation?
I think at the end of the day, it just, like you said, it makes it hard to, when we know we got allies, we know we got strong people who rock with us, who gonna go out into the street. Like if I take off my earrings, my white sister girl gonna take hers off too, and we gonna get out in these streets. I don't know. We know we got something like that. We know we do. They're here. They're out here. But then again, we know we got a whole of them assimilating and faking like they will get out in them streets with us. But when it's time to go down, it's time to get down. They over there like, well, I had nothing to do with that. And it's a lot like that too. So it's kind of like, all right, we do have to start, we are at the point where we are recognizing, but you got to prove it to me. You got to show me. Keep showing me. And I'm not saying, oh, I need to sit there and watch you prove it to me. I'm going to watch it inadvertently. I'm going to see you. I see you over there. I see what you're doing. I see the work you've been doing. You don't have to validate it to me. You don't have to prove nothing to me. I see you because I'm woke and I'm able to see you.
Yeah, we've had the opportunity to be asleep. Our ancestors couldn't sleep. None of us have been able to sleep once we came here. Once they decided to make brown and black people slaves versus humans, we haven't had the opportunity to sleep. However,
that's not the definition.
Well, we all have different definitions, DJ.
But it's only one. To wake up is only one definition. Waking up is really realizing who you truly are. Yeah. Not going back and saying, oh, because we didn't get this and that we're woke. In all reality, had we been woke, we wouldn't have been in that. Listen, we have not been woke. We're still out here giving them kudos on shit. I can't believe
30, 40 years that you are a king and you are a queen, and we are descendants of king and queens. Yeah. They have always told us, and this is going back 30, 40, 50 years, DJ. Yeah. And prior to that, it was those who were being oppressed that stood up and had to take on these fights because they knew who they were.
Yeah.
So we have always, there's a lot of people becoming newly awakened now that are so excited about it that they're expressing it in ways that, like, hold up, slow down. I've been there.
Yeah, this isn't anything new.
It's not new.
And it just depends on how you were raised, because I was raised with a militant father. I was raised with a father who was a Panther. This is nothing new for me. This will never be anything new for me. I've been taught this since I was an infant. My kids have been taught this. We don't have the opportunity. I'll put it to you like this. My daddy lived in Mississippi. My daddy, his 8 siblings, and my grandparents had to leave in the middle of the night because my daddy would have been strained fruit along with my grandfather. So it depends on if you choose to see what's happening around you, or if you choose to stay in your little bubble.
What about if you?
I don't have to do any of this.
No. What if you choose to acknowledge what's happening around you and decide to control it, instead of just saying, well, they got it, let them have it, it's theirs, that's the system. What if you choose to stand up and start controlling? That's a part of being woke. That's a part of being woke. I'm not going to let them take anything from me. They have nothing of mine, nor will they ever get anything of mine. I too was raised in a very pro-black family. All right, we had to read about our history every Saturday before we even started breakfast or cartoons. Yeah. All right, I too taught my children their pro-black history, so I get it. But I guess we look at it differently. Honestly, my parents never taught me about any white privilege. I never heard about white privilege until I came on these social media apps, and I'm like,
it's a new verbiage. That's all it is. However,
we can destroy it by not acknowledging it.
Well, I get that if that's what you choose to do, but everyone has the same thing. We all have free will. We all have free will to do whatever it is that we want to do and believe whatever it is that we want to believe. But at the end of the day, we may not have called it white privilege, but a black man getting sentenced at 9 years old to 15, 20 years is nothing new in this country. And we've
Racism.
all known about that.
That's exactly what it is.
We're
not going.
We have a new terminology now. It doesn't really matter.
Don't use it. Don't use it. It only benefits them. It only tells the generations under us, if we continue to use white privilege, it's going to tell the generations under us that it exists. Abolish it. Don't pass it down.
Because we on the radio, and let's bring it down real quick. Because we family.
Abolish it. Don't pass it around.
Let me tell y'all. Let me tell you one thing. This passion on this panel right now,
it's real.
Let me see them have the same type of conversations that we having about us. I want to see the passion that you have for them. I want to see them have a passion like you.
When they do it, you're going to claim it's not enough. They're out there doing that. But you claim it's not enough. So what else? They do that. They're having it. I'm there. The next time I see it, I'll invite you. But you're going to still claim it's not enough. You're going to not like the way they said this or the way they said that.
DeeJay, hold on.
Let's
get it clear. Let's get it clear. We're not saying that anything is not enough. We're just saying that we have the right. I have the right to feel the way that I feel. You have the right to feel the way that you feel. I may not see what you see. You live in North Carolina. I live in Texas. I haven't lived the life that you've lived. You haven't lived the life that I've lived. I choose to listen, and I am going to judge by what I see, not by what somebody tells me. And at the end of the day, I will use whatever I feel is appropriate. If I see it's racism, I'll call it racism. If I choose to call it white privilege, I'm going to choose because you're privileged to be able to walk out while that black man has to put his hands behind his back and walk and do 20, sit down and do 20
Did y'all lose sound?
But that is your choice to do that.
Did
That
y'all
is
lose sound?
my choice to do it. I have a right. Denim has, all of us, we have rights to
give them the power. Give them the power.
In your mind, it might be giving them power. But
I
in
can't
my
hear
mind,
Kitty.
Okay, we need to. We got about.
DeeJay, just go on mute or drop down and come back up.
Yeah, drop down and come back. We're about to end the show anyway. But at the end of the day, we have a right to do and say whatever we feel. If DeeJay, I understand DeeJay's passion and her compassion, but living and coming from where I'm coming from, and in my world, from my worldview, I don't have that same compassion. I need to see. Well, I don't even need to see it. I need to see you show up. You don't have to tell me anything. You don't have to explain nothing to me. Go vote. That's all I'm going to say is go vote. If you don't have to say anything more to me, just go vote. We are at the end of the show. Of course, we've had technical difficulties because, of course, we're talking about politics, and this is
it started tripping on us.
Yeah, it gets a little heated when we talk about politics. But I'm going to say, at the end of the day, we all have our choices to make our own choice. We all have free will. This was a very interesting conversation. DeeJay, I'm going to say, I love you, sis. Any last words to our listening audience?
She can't hear you. Can you hear us, DeeJay?
DeeJay, any last words for the listening audience?
I'm going to go ahead. Any last words, honey? It's your turn. Go ahead, boo.
Oh, okay, my turn. Guys, you know me. Go check on your peoples. Check on your children. And keep your children safe. They're still finding people on strange fruit hanging all over the damn place. Dang place. Yeah. You guys continue to, watch out for one another. And
Amen.
That's it.
Amen, sis. Thank you so much. Real. Any last words?
Can y'all hear me?
Audience?
Yes.
Guys, listen. Pay attention to the news. Hey, this guy's going after mail-in ballots. He's going to the Supreme Court for it. He's planning on doing what he's got to do to try to win. But make sure you get out there and be bigger than the cheat.
That's right. Too
You
big
know.
to rig. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Real. Appreciate you, brother. Incognito Denim. Any
Yes,
last
ma'am.
words for our listening audience?
Yeah, well, not necessarily to the listening audience, but maybe because I want to direct this towards the white folk out here, right? So listen, if y'all have been listening to this conversation and it feels like it was racially charged, it's not. From my perspective, I have an expectation of you to want to be simply a decent human being. I want and have an expectation of you to be concerned about your neighbor, your grandma, your son, your daughters, those that are in the army and those that are not. I have an expectation of you to know what civic duty is and know what democracy is. So when I say it's not enough of them out there, I'm telling you that your voices need to be just as resounding as ours, just as loud as ours. And if you make up 66% of the population, then damn it, I would want to expect 66% of the voices out there saying no to this BS.
Amen. Thank you, Denim. Appreciate your commentary. Appreciate your opinionated vision. I really and truly do. I appreciate all of our co-hosts today. Miss Morningstar, can you please take us home?
Absolutely. So, guys, today you guys witnessed a slight family feud because we had difference in opinion, but we love each other, okay? At the end of the day, we love each other, we respect each other, and we are on the same team. But that does not mean we agree on everything. And that's just how family goes. And this is how the world should go. So this right here was a great example of how a great democracy would run in a world of diversity, okay? When you have diverse opinions and diverse people. So my opinion would be, like Denim said, white folks, I love you. Get out here and have this same passion. Get on these panels like we do. Have these community conversations. Making sure it's your community in here and let them know what they're not doing right. I would love to peek in on one and see, because that's what we need. We need more of these community meetings and coming of the minds. But until then, Memphis, Holly Springs, y'all go out, be great today. It is Thursday. Tomorrow will be Friday. Gossip and giggles. It'll be lighter, and it'll be a little bit more pleasant and funnier. So y'all come back through at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And we thank you for your support, and everybody on TikTok. Thank you for the taps and the gifts and the likes and the shares. Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. We will see y'all tomorrow. Bye. As we wrap up today's show, we want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in, tapping in, and staying connected to your community.
Remember, this platform exists to uplift Black-owned businesses, nonprofits, creatives, and community leaders who are doing the work that moves us forward.
Make sure you support today's guests. Share the show. Stay plugged into our plugs, because when we support each other, we all rise.
Until next time, keep believing, keep building, and keep shining. You've got this.
You've been listening to Our Plugs, the community connection where communities meet opportunity. We'll see you next time.